and welcome to this short little tutorial that's going to show you the basics of using Adobe Express. In this video, I assume that you've already acquired your free student Adobe Creative Cloud license. So once you've got that, you've created your account and everything, this is where you would log in. You can log in through Gmail, and you can use your Fresno State email address, which is the account that has the license. So make sure you use that, and just log in how you normally would. It's going to prompt you. It's going to take you to this page where you're going to log in with your username and password, and then it's going to prompt a duo push. Yep. And then give it a few seconds. Okay, so we've successfully logged in, and this is the welcome page that you will see. This has all the different templates, all the different projects that you can start, like a video or an Instagram story. You can do a lot of things on here. So yeah, the little plus button is where you can create a new project. So you can select what project you want to do. Again, you can do a video, a logo, a flyer, and a Facebook post. You can do so many things on here. You can also create QR codes or convert files. But for this tutorial, I'm just going to make a flyer, and I'm going to make it just the size of a regular paper, a standard paper size. I set the size myself just to show you that you can also choose your own size for the document that you want to work on. I'm going to go ahead and give it a name so I can find it easier for later. So I can find it. Give it a second. Okay. So in this part, I'm going to show you how I go about creating a flyer. So here you can select a template, which is very similar, which should look familiar if you've used Canva before. It's kind of similar to how Canva has all these templates. Adobe Express has a bunch of really, really cool templates for a number of things. There's so many different ones for advertising stuff for student orgs, or these are I see newspaper templates as well. You can do so much. There's so many different kinds of templates, and I always look at the templates to kind of get an idea of what I want mine to look like, and it gives me really cool design ideas. But for this tutorial, I'm trying to make a flyer about our Discovery program, where you can check out an iPad. So let's see. I want something that's simple, but at the same time is kind of grabs people's attention. Let's see. Oh, there's even programs for if you want to, for events and stuff, which is really cool. There's templates for programs, but I think I'm going to use this one. That's a good template that I want to start with. So it added as a different page, but I'm going to go ahead and delete this blank one and just have this flyer as the one that I'm going to be working on primarily. I'm going to go ahead and use that text box to write what I'd like it to say. So request a Discovery iPad. This font is a little big, so we can go ahead and change the font size. Now when I click on it, it opens up that window to the left. I'm going to resize it. Move that element up there. Let's see. I think next I want to add, I want to work on the background. I don't like that it's just a blank green background, so I'm going to add a picture. So iPad, let's see. So this is cool. So a lot of these normally would require you to get this subscription, but since you have the license, you have access to all the photos, which is awesome. So I have this photo. I think this is nice. I'm going to go ahead and try to remove the background from it. That's fine, but I think I want the iPad to be I don't want her hands to be on the iPad, and I don't think I can possibly remove that in the background because it's on the keyboard. Let's see. You can use this. I can try to crop it and try again. Let's see. So this is interesting. You can do a lot of different things, but I think I'm going to try to use a different photo since that one had her hand in it, and I don't think it works well for this flyer. So let's see this one. I want to try to remove the background off of this one. Blow it up a little bit. Remove background. Okay, I think this is much better. Much better. I'm gonna try to crop it because I don't really want that MacBook in the back there. Okay. I can use this erase feature, which is really cool, and you can remove certain items from the background to only keep the elements that you want. So I'm gonna remove that coffee cup there. Let's see, let's undo that real quick. Okay. I think I'm gonna keep that dash because I want to keep that border of the image. Okay. So this is much better. I really like this. I think I'm going to add this to the corner here. There you go. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to try to repurpose this text box here. We can probably put our location, which is on the first floor of the library. I'm trying to move it. Let's see. There you go. So there's a lot of different changes that you can make to really achieve whatever look you're trying to have for your flyer or for your project. So let's see, I want to change the style of this text. Let's see. I think that's nice. Move that there. There's a lot of elements in this flyer. I don't know if I want to use all of them necessarily. Let's see. I'm trying to change the background color. That green is a little too dark. I'm trying to have the colors of this flyer be like blue and red. Maybe like different shades of blue and red. Let's see. So this is really cool. You can definitely find the exact color that you're looking for, and later I'll show you how to sample like the hex code of a color that you like, that if you can't necessarily locate it using this feature right here. I'll show you that later in this video. But for now, I'm gonna try to search for a color that I think works. So if you notice at the bottom of this window where it says hex, it has a little code that you can copy, and you can use that code not only on Adobe Express, but you can any other tool that you're using that allows you to input a hex code, and it will give you the same exact color, the one that we're using in this video, which I think is really cool. I like that red. I think it contrasts well with the background. Actually, I think I'm going to do a approach to designing the background here. So I changed it to white. And I want the background to be 2 different colors. Let's see, I'm looking for a geometric shape. Okay. I like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and expand it and make it super big. And then I think that's good. So I don't want a border on this one. I think just a solid color would be ideal. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this element and move it in the layers so it can be below everything. I like that. That's starting to look a little bit better. So I want to use another shape, but I'm going to give it a different color. Like a soft red, perhaps. So they don't clash too much. Okay. Again, with ordering in the layers, I want it to be behind the blue like this. That's fun. I think that's cool. Make it a little bit of a lighter color. I just realized I had a typo. I forgot to put the A, so it says request a Discover E iPad today. Let's make a couple more changes to make this look a little bit better. I don't think I want this element anymore. I think I came up with something else that I want to put in that corner right there. Okay, let's see. So I would like to add a QR code in that corner that when scanned takes you to our website. So to do that, I went back to the main page, the plus button, quick actions, found QR code. So I went ahead and grabbed the link to our website, and I'm going to go ahead and paste it here. Okay, so just to make sure I did that right. Okay, perfect. So you can also even change the style a little bit to a certain point of the QR code so it looks a little bit cooler. Oh, this blue is nice. I think this blue will go nice with our flyer. And I can just go ahead and download it, or just download the QR code as a JPEG that I'm gonna import in a little bit into our flyer, so I can put it in the corner. Okay, so going back to our project, or our flyer, if you go to media and then photos, where this window is, if you click upload from device, I went ahead and grabbed this QR code, and I'm going to just resize it and add it to our flyer. I'm going to add a little text box that says what the QR code is for or where it leads to. Just scan this QR code to learn more about. Yeah, scan this QR code to learn more. I think that's more appropriate. I don't want to write too much. I want it to fit nicely on top of the QR code. I'm trying to find a font that I think would work well. There's so many different fonts that you can choose from, and fonts for different languages too, which is really, really cool. But for this one, we're just making a flyer in English. Okay. I forgot to select the text that I want changed, so it didn't save my changes. Let's try that again. Oh, I like that. I think that's nice. Definitely want to make it smaller. It's too big the way it is right now. I want to change the color of the little text. It's not really working well with the background. I'm gonna go ahead and sample the same color as my little original heading. Okay. I'll change that background again, or that element. I want to sample that same red again. You can't see in this video, but when I click on the little symbol, a big circle pops up where I can like hover over the color that I want to choose from, and it allows me to select it. Just making some final changes for this flyer. I like that little apple on the little book symbol. It's cute. I want to keep it. I don't like that other element though. Let's move it up. I think that's it for this part. But I am going to add, before we move on to the next part, I want to add a little shape I'm not sure what can go, but I want that upper right corner is looking a little vacant. I want to see what I can add in there. I want to add like a little paw. That'd be cute. Oh, that's cute. Okay, I like that. Add that up there. See, that's cute. I don't like that red though. Let me see if I can change the color. I don't want to crop it necessarily. Ooh, that's perfect. I like that blue. I don't have enough blue in this flyer, I think. Maybe I want to add a little something next to the iPad too. I like those little dashes. They can kind of give the effect of like that the iPad is turned on, or like the little brightness. Maybe even emphasize that corner. Alright, be a little bit thicker. I want another one on the other side of it, so it can be more symmetrical. And there you go. I think that looks better. So for this part, I think my flyer is pretty much finished, but I did want to show you guys the little menu items on the left. So in the search, when you click on search, you can search like any templates or items that you would like to add. It's kind of like a general search feature. And in your stuff, you can, so these are the other projects that I've worked on, and you can add them to your project. So this is an AI generated image that I was kind of playing with when I created, and that's from a different project, but I can add it into this one if I wanted to. Maybe you can make it seem like it's a little picture that the person has pulled up on their iPad. Obviously it's not like edited too well, but this is kind of, you get the idea, I would say. And then templates, you can add, if you wanted like perhaps a backside to this flyer, you can add a different template, and you can click on add as page, and then it adds it, so now your project is 2 pages, and you can make the changes as you please. But for this one, it's just one-sided. It's a one-sided flyer. And then, so this is media. This is like photos or videos, or depending on what kind of project you're working on, but you can also add audio and video. But in this example, obviously I'm making a flyer, so an audio or like a video wouldn't really make too much sense. But this is a cool feature that they recently added, where you can put text and generate an AI image, an AI generated image. So I wanted to generate an image of a cookie and a plate and a floral plate. So this is really cool. So actually, I want to remove that picture right there. Maybe I can put the picture of the cookie inside the iPad. So you can. This is such a cool feature that you can do so much with. I'm not the most creative person, but this is kind of what I could think of. Yes. Okay. So this is kind of this menu, and then for text, this is just if you wanted to add more text, another text box. You don't necessarily have to choose a template. You can create one from scratch. As you can see here, you can change the fonts and stuff, but there's also all these really, really cool and creative like labels or other headings that you can have, or text boxes. They can even act as stickers. A lot of them are, they don't have that much text, but they're more like colorful and more like an image, but there's text in there, you can edit it. So this one, for example, this one is cool. If I was going to make like a menu for like a cafe, but I just wanted to show you guys the types of stuff that you can find on here. Obviously you can add like a background to your image. We already created our own little simple one, but there's also plenty of backgrounds that you can choose from. We used this elements part earlier in our video when we created the little background and when we added the little paw. But there's also these really cool icons that you can add, or symbols. It's like a little raindrop. That's cool. Maybe change the color of it. That's not really very fitting for my flyer, but yeah, that looks like a little blood drop. This is also grids, so this is cool for like Instagram posts, so you can have like little photos in your grid. This is the add-on feature. There's a lot that you can do on here, but for this short tutorial, just know that that's there. And if you want to explore it, you're more than welcome to. I'm sure you can find some real cool stuff on there. You can also resize this, so we obviously have it in like the standard paper size, but you can resize it to be something else. For example, if I wanted to resize it to like a logo, it would obviously change, so you'd have to make the changes accordingly in the shapes and then the text and stuff to make it fit. But you can easily repurpose a project, so it could be like a flyer where you can repurpose it as like an Instagram post to advertise your program. So I think that's really cool, and you can easily do it. But for now, I wanted a flyer, so I'm going to keep it as a flyer. So I'm going to go ahead and undo my changes here. So that's the resize feature. You can also change the theme, the color theme. This is really cool, although it's not ideal because as you can see, the text box that I have below the heading, it kind of, the color of it wasn't changed appropriately. So I'm going to keep the colors that I selected, but just know that it's there, and it could be utilized if you want to. So moving on, this is the layers of the different elements that I have in my flyer that I can move up and down, as you saw previously in the video. This is the undo and redo button. You can like send people a link to this flyer so they can like view it or comment, or you can add them on as a collaborator so they can edit it if you'd like. You can join a Discord community, which is cool. I haven't done that, so I don't know too much about it, but feel free to explore these really cool little features that you can use in Adobe Express. So you can also publish this, and then when you publish it, you'll be given like a link that you can put anywhere really, and it will send them to this flyer. But for now, I'm just going to download it as a PDF. It might take a minute depending on your internet speed. But yeah, there you go.